All right, we're live, everybody.
Yes, sir. That was too loud. I'm still in my mom's, household. I'm not trying to like make her walk in, and then we got to edit that out. But yes, sir, we are live and direct from Zoom.
Yes,
Sooner or later, we'll get our own apartment, baby. But right now, we're here,
we're working
baby.
from Zoom.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So, topic today, um, it actually stemmed from something that I've been this sounds like I'm about to have like cancer and I'm gonna come out, but no, it's something I've used to battle with on a nightly basis. I used to think, yo, I like people used to have me down in the trenches, thinking had me fighting demons, thinking how shitty of a curse, how bad of a person I am. But no, I was talking to my one of my coworkers the other day, and I told him like, yo, like like I've always received just an unnecessary amount of flock, a lot of hate for a lot of reasons, and I just didn't understand why. Because like it makes once you receive hate and stuff like that, it makes you think, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I'm a bad person. I need to improve on something, and just being a generally good person. I want to be a good person. You know, I had to constantly reflect on what am I doing wrong for this person. Not like it was getting to me, but it's just like a lot of people did it. Like I would always just get pooped on no matter what. I thought it was normal. A lot of friend groups I've been on have done that to me. And he straight up told me, yo, it's jealousy. And it clicked because I've always been the more confident person. I've always been the life of the party, even though then I hate being the life of the party. I'd rather stay home. I've always been the guy that brings the entertainment, always all this and all that. Always all these positive things. I just can't understand why you would hate on that. So that's the convo we're gonna spread into, like the hate on a positive thing. So Matt,
Well,
your 2 cents.
yeah, I mean, me giving my 2 cents, I think it comes from a place of that person's own insecurities, and also hatred for. I think a lot of people who do that have a hatred of confidence because a person who was overconfident did something to them in the past, so they feel as though it's their moral duty to shut that person who's being confident down. You know,
Mm,
it's like almost like a vengeance thing, but that's not entirely the reason why people do it. It's a freaking what's it called? What was the word I used? God, it's been a long day. I apologize,
is
viewers.
is is good.
Uh,
Well, it's super nuanced.
no. The previous word I can't even remember my words.
I don't know either.
Um uh uh shit. Yeah, now I cursed. It comes from insecurities. Um,
Insecure. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the main reason why. But it's like, man, instead of pooping on people, why don't you just you know improve yourself and go about it so you can act that way? Like there's no point in like that's the problem. Nobody wants to freaking work anymore. Everybody just wants to poop on each other. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what's wrong with the dude who just made $1 million and he's just happy about it? And he's like, oh no, I'll pay. Like some people, they'll have that friend who maybe did that, and then they'll be like, no, I'll pay. I just made $1 million. Like he won't say it as an arrogant thing, but he'll just be like, no, guys, come on, it wouldn't be right for me to ask you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, Amani? And
Yeah.
it's like there'll be somebody on the table like, oh, he's bragging. No, like he's doing that as a kind courtesy thing.
Yeah. Of course.
So why
And
would you piss on him?
I feel like it's a super nuanced topic. So it's like there's no one reason. You can generalize, but there's no one reason. And I feel
No,
like one of the biggest reasons is the ego. Because let me give an example. Let's
they don't
like you
like
said.
ego.
No, it's not even that. It's like once you see somebody doing better than you, there's two reactions. Either you tell yourself, damn, I want to get like him, I want to
Mm,
put in the same work,
mm,
or you get offended because he's better than you. You know, that dude at second place, the dude at second place could either say, you know what, I just need to get better, or
mm,
they start hating on the person that was first because they took that chance away from them, quote
right.
unquote, or just make up some story in their head to make it a hatred story. It's like it's just because either they don't want to put in the work or that person just got the success, the money, all this stuff before them.
Do
Like
you
they're
think
reaping.
maybe past experience has something to do with it too? Like somebody in your past who was confident, wronged you maybe, had that
Yeah, that,
confident,
yeah,
couldn't that be, I think that I'm not saying it definitely is what you're saying, obviously. That is like, that is the reason really. But I think I don't know, some people are scarred by confident people that they've met in the past, meaning like, I'm saying douchebags. Like douchebags have that ego, right?
yeah,
I'm not comparing that the dude who just made $1 million to the douchebag. These are two different people, but maybe I don't know, like somebody said something to you in the past, and that person had a overconfidence and ego, and that negativity was directed towards the person who's now being negative. So they want to take that negativity that they received from that person initially and put it on to other people.
yeah. So
So,
basically, what you're describing is projecting. So let's
yes,
touch on that actually. What was that? Like insecurities. Yeah, I can't put that into a single word. Is just well, we could just stay on ego. You
right,
know, like being like I could kind of relate this to just masculinity. You
right.
know, it's a very tough thing because having an ego and confidence, you either could be viewed as Kanye or Keanu Reeves being a humble confident. You
Right.
know, so however you go about it is just like that's in yourself, but either way, all people should have a little bit of confidence, especially when it stems from something that they value that they're working on, such as a hobby or they're just doing good in
Or
life.
something that they achieved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for some reason, people misinterpret it as like, oh, he's just, you
A
know,
douchebag.
yeah, exactly. And anytime they see confidence, it's like, oh, why are you being confident? It's like you're doing too much. No, it's like people don't want to see that, and it's weird because I personally went through that. I never used to get haircuts and look good, and then the second I started getting haircuts and looking good, I even had somebody stop me on the road, random old woman that she straight up said, "Yo, I really like your outfit." But when I remember it, I just
You
remember
looked hot that day, by the way, Monty.
thank you, thank you. Your full
Oof.
camo with the Kobe's camo too. But yeah, it's just having one person say, why are you matching your clothes? You look stupid." I remember that more than like anyone else complimenting me, because of like of course that didn't affect me. That's my style. I want to wear those Kobe's. I want to wear that camo suit. I want to feel athletic because I like that. It fit me tight. I had, and I didn't realize at the time how good I looked because someone else pooped on me at that time. So I was like, okay, you know what? I don't really care. I'm
Right.
I'm still the 6 or 7 that I'm at. But when we had a private discussion, and he
Right.
brought that up, I was like, wait, so I did look that good? I was like, huh? So like it's like people really like just don't like somebody that looks flashy. They don't like that for some reason because it makes them, like you said, they don't like, all these douchebags probably have a similar style to overconfidence and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But look, man, I wasn't like flashing, like I didn't have a Rolex and was like shining light
Right.
like 1 inch from your face. I wasn't doing that. I was just looking good, getting haircuts. You know,
Right.
it's not like maybe the attention did change a little towards me, but not enough for me to be like, it is the outfit. I didn't think that, but for somebody to just hate on it, I was like, okay, it's whatever. But some people can't handle that. Some people be like, oh, she just shit on me because in my outfit I can't wear this anymore. It kills something when really you look good in that outfit. So that hating, just like that projecting insecurities and hatred because that splitting image of whatever you went in from the past is right in front of you. You go and hate on it. You can't do that, and it's just
Because
that's
it's
a,
not the same thing. These are two different things.
exactly,
This is just the dude trying to empower himself because he never was empowered in the past. You know,
exactly,
it's like a girl who didn't feel confident enough to wear that sexy dress, but now she feels confident because she's worked for her confidence. And then what if a guy just came up and pooped on her for that, right? Wouldn't we think that's bad? You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like
exactly.
it's not fair. Like I would never poop on somebody because they feel empowered to do something. That's the freaking problem now. It's like we don't want to lift each other up as a society anymore. And that's why stuff doesn't get done, because everybody wants to like poop on everybody and put people down. That's the freaking machine now that prevents people from breaking the ceiling. You know, everybody,
Exactly.
whenever there's a crack in the ceiling, nobody wants to embrace and say, break through it. Everybody wants to slap some more concrete on it. And it's a problem, man. It's a problem. It's like, stop being so freaking petty, and stop being an asshole because, you can't achieve what you want to do. First of all, what I just said is BS, by the way. You can achieve it. You can. Stop putting that
Exactly.
idea in there that you can't. Okay? You can. All right? That Ferrari down the street isn't only sold to one type of person, it's sold to everybody. You bring the money, they'll give it to you. You know?
Exactly. And
It's,
it does start from a lot of things, like, like, especially just anybody you're with. A lot of people are average. Let's be honest. A lot of people do average things. They live a mediocre life. They never try to achieve anything because nowadays we do, like, mediocrity is kind of the gold standard at this point. Some people are living such a low frequency vibration that mediocrity is something they can't even touch nowadays.
I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's embraced. I think it's just people are maybe too afraid to go that extra step. Like, I wouldn't say it's embraced because, I mean, if you look on social media, it's Lamborghinis, boobs, ass, money, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
all
that
this
yeah,
stuff.
that's true. Like, yeah,
But,
well,
yeah,
projecting that image too. That
yeah,
I was just trying to make a point, but still, it's like,
yeah.
once you go out and say, "Yo, I
Or
want to achieve this,"
everybody
that
puts on.
it's just that the idea alone scares people because it's like, damn, you really said that? Like, imagine some kid like said, "Yo, I want to be better than LeBron," and then the first thing you say is, "Damn." You can't do that. Like, it's just why. Like, of course that's a hard goal, but what if he's 6'10", becomes the greatest basketball player ever, and all because you start right from that moment when he had the idea, you said, "Yo, go do that." And even if he can't, let's say he's 6 foot, the next Allen Iverson, it's still like, as long as you support the idea,
Mhm.
it's like, that could go very far. That's a millionaire idea at
Right,
the start, you
right.
know. And I think actually this brings up a point. KSR1, a good rapper and also a good philosopher, actually literally said something like that. Like, let's say somebody raps and it's a okay 16 bars, whatever.
Hmm.
There's two reactions right here. You say, "Oh, that was ass, that was bad," and
Hmm.
then you devalued that person.
Hmm.
You devalued him, which
Right.
devalues yourself because you're surrounding yourself by devalued people.
Hmm.
Or you could say, "Yo, that's the hottest thing I ever heard," which raises
Right.
that person's value. And because you're surrounded by a high value person, you yourself becomes high value.
Right.
So you just raised each other's stock because you uplifted somebody.
Right. Yes. What happened to helping people, like, is a good thing? What happened to that phrase? Now it's, oh, how can I make fun of this person so I could get laughs from everyone around me? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, why is a dude who says I want to be better than this guy? Why like why is a guy who's a creative and a visionary? Why is that dude like the okay? I need to make a content cop on him, or like some sort of you know thing on him. Like, why is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I need to like I wouldn't say criticize, but like, why do I need to make fun of that guy? You know,
Exactly.
because it's easy. It's easy. Because this is why both of us say this, Monty. You got to be careful who you pitch your ideas to.
Exactly.
Because
You can't
it's
even
like,
sometimes you can't even pitch your ideas to your own family. They will be your first haters.
oh yeah,
It's
for sure, yeah.
so
And
it's just,
people don't want to take the risk. That's the problem. Everybody wants to be safe, but it's like at least even if you fail, like which honestly, like to be honest with you, if you keep trying, eventually you're gonna hit it. Like I'm sorry, people, but like most of the time, you only fail if you stop trying, and that's an inevitable fact. You know,
Exactly.
like there is no, oh, I keep trying, I keep trying, I keep failing. Like eventually, if you keep going, you will, you know, make it. You only fail if you stop trying, and yeah,
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
really just that, you know. So it's
Yeah.
just, and there's another aspect to it, like just overall, like your friends could really be detrimental to your health, just overall, you know, because a lot of people that I've known, like they've been in a position where they lack self-awareness, so
Yeah.
they don't really realize what they're doing. You know, they attach themselves to a friend group, and their opinions, their ideas is what reflects on them, like, oh, I need their approval.
Right.
And just becomes a sudden chase because everyone else in that group realize, oh, this is just a sucker that needs our validation, you
Mm.
know, and they just hang it in front of you like a dollar bill on a fishing line. As soon as you
Oh.
try to grab it, they
Mhm.
flip it up and they're just making fun of you, you
Right.
know. So a
Yeah.
lot of people put themselves in that position, and I've seen too many people where, like, damn, if he just knew, because I used to be that guy. I
Mhm.
like I used to be, because of the, well, mostly online. I've been put in a position where the friend group was just them constantly bullying me. That was it, and I didn't really have the awareness because, like, I thought that was normal because every other friend group except for the one I'm in now that
Mhm.
I've created basically hasn't done that. I mean, has done that, I should say.
Mhm.
Everyone has put me in that position. You know,
Mhm.
and whatever reason it is, like people say, oh, my reactions to it is funny. Still, you shouldn't be coming at somebody that is just trying to get validation from you. I wasn't personally getting validation, but the example is, you know, they try to like impress other people and they just, you know, they get pooped on. They're the lowest in the group. They're the one that, no one respects. They're always taking advantage of, whether physically or emotionally, you know.
Mhm.
And it's weird because it comes into a position where once you realize, like, yo, these people aren't for me,
Mhm.
and you try to leave, they start doing this thing where they try to like get you back in that position to
Mhm.
start hating on you even more. So
Right.
now it's just another perpetuating cycles that mess up your head because you say these are your friends, they constantly poop on you, you try to leave, they give you love and respect that you wanted, you put yourself back in that position, it's a cycle there. So it's just a constant hate, to put somebody down so everyone else could feel above them type of thing.
Yeah. That's why they say usually good friends never fight, really.
Yeah.
Like, what, have we ever had a fight, Imani? Honest to God, like, have
No, we
like,
never have. That's
no.
why this is moving the way it's moving, because we understand and respect each other's boundaries. And I never put you at a butt end of a joke, and
No.
you never done that to me. If anything, we put ourselves at a butt end of a joke. That's it. So we make fun
Yeah.
of ourselves. That's it. Not of each other. But a lot of friends groups are just built off of that. You know, and it's really sickening to see. It's like just a
Yeah.
bunch of hate towards one person that doesn't even understand he's getting hated on. So he's
Right.
just sitting at bed, just like, yo, why am I not respected? Yada yada, you know. So it's just another, like, it's other low-minded people putting someone else at a lower mind. It's insane.
Yeah.
Another hatred.
Yeah. It's oppression, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's literally what I described it as actually before. It's like oppression, really. Let's just overall just like oppressing the mind. It's just, yeah, just, well, you not like slavery oppression, just mind oppression. I feel like
Right.
that's the modern thing of oppression now, just putting someone else down, and it's a
Right.
cycle at the same time.
Yeah.
And let's even like switch the cycle. Like, instead of being the lowest minded person in the group,
Mm.
you could be the highest minded,
Right.
and you're surrounded by low-minded people. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of girl groups, like, just overall, like, I've heard this topic before. The hottest one, the one that gets all the guys,
The
and stuff like
leader.
that. Not even a leader, just like overall, a 10 out of 10, has
Mm.
a naturally athletic body and all that stuff. A very good-looking person, but also a very high-value person in terms of character. You
Hmm.
know, and they have this surrounding, like friends from the fifth grade, but they're sixes and sevens, not really the hottest of the group. You can't say that. Like like it's definitely the one I'm talking about now is the hottest, but she's surrounded by other people that are just not on her level physically and emotionally, but because of the lasting friendship that they had, they're together,
Mm-hmm.
and it ends up being them, that whole group, like jealous, envy, and hating on that one girl, and
Mm-hmm.
using her, putting her down, then it doesn't really affect her, putting her down to get the attention of other people or to just make themselves feel good, you know?
Yeah.
And whether by words like or something like I heard a bunch of crazy things, but just it's usually words like like oh she's a I can't say the word she's very promiscuous, it's just like in front of other people, you
Yeah.
know, and trying to put
Yeah.
yourself up. A lot of people do that too. It's again back to the ego thing, you know, like when someone's better than you, you try your best to make yourself look better,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of people do that too, you know.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing to try to make yourself better than somebody else, but as long as it's not done in a hateful way, I think it's fine,
Yeah, if it's I mean overall if it's at the expense of others, that's really it,
Yeah.
like naturally people it's like it's just the law of things. People are going to be better than other people, but
Yeah.
how you prove it, it's just by your actions. You don't put somebody else down to put yourself up. No, it's just that naturally happens. You don't have to put somebody down. It's just a hierarchy, really. We could go into that, but it's just the hatred of that is really weird. You can't hate on somebody because they're better looking. You just can't. And if they also have a better character, they're just a anomaly. You're just friends with somebody that's God spent like 16,000 years on, handcrafting their whole everything. It's just
Yeah.
you can't argue with that. It's
Right.
like hating on LeBron for his height and you're 6 foot. You just can't. You just
Yeah.
can't. You're not gonna get that inch off no matter what. So that's also weird. That's an extremely weird thing to do.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't see the use of hating the hardware you're given.
Hmm.
Like, I don't like if a dude's like 6 foot and he wants to be 6'2" and he does like little things to get taller. I don't think that's a bad thing, but it's like to shit on somebody else who's taller than you just because they're tall. That's a problem. You know,
Yeah.
that's the problem where it's like, come on, man, come on, really, you know. But
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, I
Hmm.
don't know. Also, accepting who you are is a big part of all of this too.
Yeah, it's really that. It's really just I don't know. It's just back to the original idea. Just overall, like once you start getting money, you start anything. Like if you're doing yoga, if you're doing something that other people
Right.
are not doing, it just brings an attention of hate. And look, like we're both not even famous people, and we
Right.
have already received that not from the podcast, not at least yet. That's gonna happen. Let's be honest. But it's just like we haven't
Hopefully.
like, hey man, once we get to that 1,000 viewer mark, there's gonna be a couple comments. But hey
Yeah,
man, it's
look,
just
we're just trying to help people with this. That's our main
yeah.
objective.
Some people don't want to be helped, but yeah, it's just you know, like people will just come at you immediately. You're like depending on your environment and people you surround yourself with, you try to improve yourself. Instant amount of hate, just for some unknown reason, whether it's the ego of themselves or yours, or
Mhm.
it's just like I don't want this person to be better than me and stuff like that. And it's just it divides. That's what it does, like literally all I've done was uplift people, and now I'm getting like the benefits of it because I'm uplifting the right people that need it,
Right.
and now I'm seeing the remarks of it, and I'm kind of losing my mind over it because it's like, yo, all I had to do was uplift people, and I met so many good people immediately because I did it to the right persons.
Right.
It's like, is it that hard to be nice? Is it really that hard to uplift? Because I feel like a lot of people have
Certainly it
potential,
is.
and the first thing you do to that potential is try to, keep it at its lowest.
Yeah.
You can't do that, like it's extremely weird. It's extremely weird behavior.
Yeah. I mean, what if somebody enjoys to draw on, like a digital drawing app, and they were like, "Oh, damn, this app sucks. I want to make a better one." And then another person just poops on them. It's like, do you know what you might have just done? Like
Yeah, you
that
just
that singular person could have improved the whole like digital drawing industry because they wanted to make a better thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, you literally just killed a millionaire idea right there.
Yeah.
You know, like you just
Like,
say immediately, no, you can't. Like,
yeah.
what if I could though? And then you killed it. You know, that's why a lot of people they say, yo, don't tell anybody your plans until you have a success from it. You know,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's just a pity because that's literally the reason. If you say you got something
Mhm.
and or you're about to do something, the biggest roadblock besides yourself, if you have the mentality that doesn't matter, nothing can stop you. But the only other thing that will try to get in your way is other people. It's such a
Yeah.
sick, vile mindset to just
Yeah.
get in the way of somebody else instead of uplifting. But that's really it just boils down to finding the right people to do it with, you know?
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
you go on that path, you will find the right people. But just starting out and going to your friend, who you should, like it's a good idea to just go to your friend and say, "Yo, I want to do this." But like I understand it, but you just it's weird how some most of the time you can't because that person doesn't want to see that happen for you. You know, they
Yeah.
don't, and it's even weirder because, like I said before, if you uplift that person that wants to do it and say,
Mhm.
you know what, yo, how can I help? How can I do it? How can I get this idea rolling off the floor with you?
Mhm.
You would be a part of that millionaire idea.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's extremely weird. It's extremely weird behavior.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think a healthy mindset to have in order to combat stuff like this is to have a mindset where it's like, okay, you're gonna doubt me, that's one more reason to achieve my dreams. And I told Imani this before, but like in my head, whenever people doubt me, what do I say, Imani? What do I say? What's my famous phrase?
I think it has a curse in it.
No, one more reason. I'm saying
Oh
that's
yeah, one more reason. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
one
You say
more
a lot
reason.
of things, man. You have a lot of quotables.
All right, thank you, appreciate that. See, Imani just uplifted me there.
Exactly.
There you go. Amani, you have excellent typing, by the way.
Thank you.
Very, very. It's not my sporadic. Yeah, but um, yeah, but what I was saying was like, you got to have a mindset where it's like, all right, you're gonna doubt me. Well, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And at whatever reunion it is or whatever, hey, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna show it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's
You
what
know,
it.
when I pull up in a suit, Rolls Royce, we both get out the car. Hey, man, it's because we uplifted, and then it became money. That's the biggest investment. But I don't know. It's just this is an underrated thing to say. But I feel like wait, what? No, wait, hold on. This is not what I meant. I was gonna say spite is really a good motivator to get better. You know, especially when somebody hates on you. You know, you get bullied on the basketball court by someone like bigger than you, and you
Mm.
use that motivation as that spite as motivation. Like I'm going to be better than you. Like you don't deserve to be number one and stuff like that. Just out of pure spite and anger.
That's
I
like
can,
what Jordan did.
exactly.
Like he
Jordan
was
is
like,
really just he's low key a bad person. I'm not gonna lie, but
but
he
it,
used.
but he's a leader. That's what he's. Or let me not say That's that. Like Michael Jordan has the perfect mindset of a winner. Like no, no, nobody's winning except me. Nobody's winning except me. You know what I mean? It's like if you watched. I didn't watch The Last Dance, but in one of the things, I forgot who it was, but somebody got the MVP instead of him or something. So he was like, "That's all right. I'll beat him next time, and I'll get the championship too." You know
And
what I
he
mean?
and he did exactly that.
Exactly. Like Jordan, man. Honest to God, like if he was my mentor, oof.
That's
I wish.
dangerous.
I
Yeah, but
wish.
Jordan is one of the best examples of using anger and spite to get really better. Like that,
Right.
like you ever seen them anime scenes where somebody gets mad and that's the reason they beat like the villain?
Yeah, Dragon
That's
Ball
that's
Z
that's
right
Jordan right there.
there.
That's Jordan, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just, man, like it's like people view that like even probably back in the day, people used to be like, "Oh, Jordan's such a piece of trash." Oh, screw him, all this. So he's so overconfident. It's like, yeah, well, that's the mindset of a winner. You know what I'm saying? Like you think the dude who like people who judge people for like being upset right after they lost the final, like, oh fuck, you know screw this, screw that, all this stuff. It's like, well, why? As long as he's not like verbally assaulting people and putting them down mentally, it's like that just shows he's confident, or excuse me, not confident. He's just passionate, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, why do people have to poop on that? It's like, as long as he's not, going up to people and being like, oh, it's your fault, oh, you're off the team, all this stuff. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's just getting mad because it's like, damn, there's so like a million things that I could have done better. Like
yeah,
that's what the frustrate. And I used to think like that. I kind of think using that kind of mindset too hard could really be detrimental to your health. Like getting mad at every little thing you did wrong, but
right,
knowing the problem and getting mad at it to use it as fuel to get better, that's extremely dangerous to
yeah.
anyone that's in your path.
I
That's
know it is. That's why
so
Jordan. That's why Jordan is always going to be considered the GOAT. That's why LeBron, even though he's probably got the same mindset, it's like, Michael Jordan was the original one. you
exactly.
know.
He was the pioneer of anger and then dunking on you afterwards. He would just he would hear something, get mad, and then prove you wrong on
Yeah,
the spot just to see your reaction, just to understand, like, don't ever talk down on me type of thing, you
yeah.
know. But it just all starts from the beginning. I feel like I always heard rappers talking about their haters and stuff like that, and I was sitting there like, yo,
Mm,
bro, that's not a good thing to have haters. And then I realized people hate on a good thing, no matter
yeah.
what.
Yep.
See you blow up, hey man. Rest in peace, Nipsey hustled for that exact reason. That's exactly why he died. It's like people will just hate just to hate for
Yep.
no reason, man. It's like it's a very weird thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't even explain it because even my dude Hassan told me like, "Yo, you don't even want to know a mindset of a hater, because then you just don't. It's probably it's dark down there. It's evil. It's just nothing but depression in there. It's like yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to understand a hater because once you understand, you know the most you can understand is their action. You don't want to understand their mindset because that's a horrible mindset to even think about. Like, damn,
Yeah.
why do you hate? Like, you don't want to know. It's dangerous to even know that information. All you have to do as a person is just adapt. Understand that if I do something right, if it's not constructive criticism, if it's not somebody telling me how I could do it better, I have to ignore it. If it's something I want to do and you're not willing to help, the first thing you're gonna do is hate. I understand, yo, that's just part of the process, man.
Right.
Even if you're trying to lose weight, you were the fattest man in the family. Everyone was
Mm.
hating on that. It's like making fun of you. Hey, fatso. It's like, and then the second you start losing weight, everyone's like, hey man, why are you trying to get skinny all of a sudden? Like people
Yeah.
will hate on anything, any little thing. You have a broken arm, you try to fix it. Someone's like, bro, why are you trying to fix that, bro? I can't. Like this, it's as weird as that, man.
Yeah, I know a guy who, like, I've noticed something about him where it's like he I looked at all the people he hated and I was like, yo, these are all like really successful people.
Hmm.
And like most of the dudes who he hated, like they were visionaries. They were, like they had a mindset of a winner, and they always won. I'm not saying they always did it the moral way, but they still had the mindset of a winner. I was like, you just hate him because you couldn't get there. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
like, I'm not, once again, I'm not saying don't criticize people. I'm just saying, like,
There's a
don't,
difference between criticizing, saying, "Yo, you could have done this, and
yeah,
better. You could
and
have done
hating on
that,"
somebody.
and hating, just straight
Yeah,
up
yeah,
saying, "Boo, like you suck." Like nothing constructive, nothing new to add. Just you're hating. We're just talking about that.
yeah.
You're not like if the dude's losing weight, you don't not telling
Shit
him,
on
yo,
him.
if you eat a certain thing, you're not
Yeah,
helping him with his diet. You're not giving him like exercise advice. You're just straight up hating. But
Yeah.
continue.
No, yeah, exactly. You got it right on the mark. And it's like, man, I'm so tired of the culture now of just making excuses why you didn't make it, you know? I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of people being angry because they didn't take the opportunities in front of them. I'm so tired of it. And it's
Yep.
getting to a point where it's like you just don't want to talk to anybody because it's like, oh my god, here's another. And I know people won't like this, but it's the truth, people. Loser. There's another freaking loser. Okay. Look, man. Look, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he has a point.
Oh,
If you wake up every single day and you're just mediocre, look, if you're mediocre and that's what makes you happy in life, look, man, whatever makes you happy, go for it.
yeah,
But
man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like just chilling on a forest, just a forest house,
yeah,
living the modest life. If that's your
yeah,
like success is a subjective. That's another thing.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
people will hate on that too. Hey, why are you in the forest? Hey, man, I might hate on that too. I don't. I would love to be in the forest, but I just can't do that. But you see,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Look, man, it's not like, again, success is objective. But if you're that guy and you're upset that you didn't get to the place you want to, shut the hell up, go out and work, go get it done. All right? Stop being a loser and start being a winner. And you do that by saying, okay, yeah, I can do it. Stop being like, oh, well, I don't know, I got to watch the new season of this on Netflix. It's like, don't worry, it won't go anywhere.
exact. That's
Get
what
the,
I'd be.
get
That's
the
what I'd
done.
be saying. It's like
Yeah.
that. It's a mindset. That's why I don't know. Like, even my coworkers, they have the mindset. It's like and stuff like that. No offense to them. I'm not gonna say where I work, but it's just like I'm 17. You're like in your 30s. Why am I busting your ass at this specific minimum wage job?
Yeah.
I'm carrying you like if I'm the 99 overall LeBron, the 3-1 lead. Like, I shouldn't be working harder than you and something I don't even care about. I mean, I like the
Yeah.
money, but, and I'm putting effort into it because, I somewhat care about the job, it's just, and stuff like that. So I just put the effort in, but you're not, and you're like coming to me and just like, giving me advice like, oh, you need to fix this. Bro, you were in here before me. You should have fixed it.
Yeah.
It's things like that, it's just, it's extremely weird behavior and stuff like that, hating on, especially, it's the mindset, like we said. And look, going back to what you said previously,
Mhm.
Gandhi had haters. Well, that's a nuanced thing because he had some opinions that no one will really highlight. But and
That's
Martin
true.
Luther King had haters, Malcolm X had haters. Man, everyone that like, look, man, like the song Akuna Matata, right?
Yeah.
On YouTube, I don't know how do you spell it. Hold on, I'm gonna show this up right now. How do you spell it? This is a beautiful point.
Aku and Matata. No.
Akuma. I found it.
Uh,
Look at this right here. I'm not even gonna play it. I need y'all to understand this.
oh, we might
It
get
has
copyrighted. Wait.
no. It has 21,000 likes.
Yeah.
How do you hate on a song that is meant to be positive?
I
What
don't
can
know.
you hate about this song?
I mean, yeah, maybe they don't like the movie. I don't.
Nah, man. It's just. I mean, look, man. It's just
Spite
like
maybe.
it's
Spite. Yeah.
spite, anger. You just want to hate. You
Yeah.
just people want to see the world burn. It's just
Yeah.
really that, man.
But also back to the movie point. It's like if you don't like a movie, are you going to take your time out of your day to go look it up and then hit that dislike on Google?
Exactly, bro. Hate, bro.
It's
I'm
like,
telling you, man. People kill off hate. They do a bunch of things just off hate. It's just
yeah,
so like doing something like that. That's minuscule, man. Just all right. Let me dislike this very positive song that everyone has grew up on. You know,
yeah.
maybe it gives them an ego, a superiority complex. But it's just.
Is that
I mean,
taking you anywhere though?
that's exactly the problem, man. It just devalues yourself because you devalued another thing, man. Everything you devalue around you, it makes you like a very worthless person. Makes
Yeah.
you a loser.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I love that point though. That was a very good point, man. It's
Man,
just losers, man. You
I
don't want
hate
to
this.
talk. You don't want to talk to somebody that just hates on like everything, man. You sound like a loser. You sound
I,
like
I I hate this. Also, this new culture where it's like, oh no, there's no losers. No, sweetie, no, don't call him a loser. No, no, he's a fucking loser. He's a fucking loser.
hey
I'm
man,
sorry.
Nike check. But yeah,
Oh wait, I said the F. Oh, okay, I
yeah, hey man,
apologize.
passionate. I like it. But yeah, it's just hey man, losing is a part of life. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not saying I was a winner from the start, man. I remember when even my like goddamn preschool like kid, man, I loved him to death. Like not no homo, but it's just like bro, he had a trophy. I
yeah,
sat there like, yo, I want a trophy. I
mhm,
still have it. I still want a trophy, man. I
yeah,
still just want a personal trophy, man. You know, but
mhm,
I still don't have it. You know, not like I'm not saying I have a loser mindset now, but it's like, yo, sometimes you got to see somebody win, and you have that, you don't have that, and it's like,
you got to
damn,
let
I
it
gotta,
inspire you.
yeah, you gotta go, you gotta like, it gotta make you say, you know what, let me go out and get it. Like one day in my life, I want that trophy. You feel me? So it's just, it's things like that, you know. Second place, like that, that's like the first loser. You're just sitting there like, damn, it's just, I was like, well, I had it and then I blew it type thing, you know. You don't want to be second. That like being second is the most motivating thing. So
Yeah,
it's just like you can't like hate on like some people would just automatically hate on the first person, like I said. But hey, man, you gotta lose to win. You know, you gotta fail to succeed. It's a part of it. You can't just, you know, some people, you know, the whatever the anomalies. You know, they win from the start. That's very rare. That's not the majority. That's not the average. You know, that's like a 1% out of a 99 for them
and
to just keep winning. But you gotta lose, man.
yeah, going back to my childhood too. I remember watching those guys who used to run like 50 laps at the fitness gram, like back in you know elementary school. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'll let you win, but next year I'm coming back. I'm coming back, and I'm getting 60. Okay, hell,
Mm,
I'm getting 100. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'll work for it. You know, like seeing those things motivated me. Like
exactly.
it's like I don't know, man. But it's like I don't know. I've never been a person who I don't know. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a perfect person. By any means. I'm not a perfect person. And there's been times where like, oh well, you know what I mean. I brought up that excuse, but it's like right afterwards, I'd feel like such garbage. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's like, like most of the time for me, I try to just be like, all right, I'll let you win this time, but next time I'm gonna do twice as many, dumbbell curls. I'm gonna do twice as many pull ups. I'm gonna do twice as many, minutes on the treadmill, and that's gonna make me beat you. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And like you got to get motivated, man, from that. And I know it's tough to lose, but it's like you got to get back up. Shake the man's hand, say you were the better man, you were better man,
For now.
person. Excuse me for yeah, for now. But I'm gonna beat you next year. I'm gonna beat you next year. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And you tell them you got to get better too, man. Okay, I want to face you at your best, so you better be 10 times better as well. You know,
Exactly.
you know. So
Competition, man. That's what it's for, man. It's just
also shake the competition's hand too. Like, hey man, you were the better person. Um, you were the better person today. But you know what? Hey, next year, I'm winning. I'm winning.
exactly. That's not even being a hater. That's just competition. That's like that's what it's for, man. You know, what like
Exactly.
yeah, we could be friends off the court. The second one on
No,
the court.
Marty, no, we need to give everybody a participation. No, no, you're a bad boy. No,
Hey,
go sit in
man,
the corner.
hurt feelings, man. If you get like, bro, crying,
Everybody's a winner. Shut
cry,
up, like, shut up.
crying during a game, any game, especially in the childhood, man. That changed your mindset. I don't care. I remember I played FIFA a bunch of times. The amount of times I lost and I got better because of it, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna still play this game because I love it. But I took that L like a man. I took that spanking like a man, man. I played on world class difficulty. That was like the medium difficulty. I lost. Hey, man, I just took it like a man. I do not care. I cried. I didn't care. I took it.
Yeah.
I took that L.
Yeah. Did you like my impression, by the way?
Yes, I did like it.
Yeah, everybody needs a participation award. Yeah, okay. Oh, by the way, Monty, whenever you got those participation awards, did you chuck it in the trash every single
I didn't even participate in the participation, so I didn't get the participation reward. Well,
Yeah,
unless you're talking about like I can't say it, like just the BS coding things that we did. Oh, participation certificate. Like, nah.
anytime I remember I used to go to these picnics and they used to have these races. I never won. Like I don't think I've ever won, but every time they used to give every kid a participation award. When I went home, I threw that thing in the garbage every single time.
I don't blame you, man. It doesn't mean anything if
Yeah,
if
I was like,
everyone
nah,
has it.
I want the trophy. I want the
Yeah,
trophy.
if
I don't want
everyone
the
has it,
garbage. I
then
want the
it's
trophy.
it's worthless.
Yeah,
Everyone has a brain. Well, okay, I
yeah,
mean a brain still costs a lot, but it's just like no one values a brain. Like no one sees a brain on the floor and says, you know what, that's a very valuable thing. Let me sell it. Like no one says that. Everyone look. If you see a random NBA trophy signed by LeBron, though, you're selling that immediately or keeping it. That's value. So it's just you can't give everyone the participation. Nah, man. I mean, even then, that could start haters and stuff like that. But us as a society, we gotta kill the hate, man. We gotta kill it, man. If I see my son hating, I'm gonna tell him no. Be better than that person. Use
yeah,
that anger, and then he's the next Michael Jordan of like football or something like that. It's just it's just that the same mindset, different player, different sport, but the same mindset. So, but
yeah,
yeah,
yep.
yeah. It's just stop hating, fellas. Just stop hating, fellas and women. Just because someone looks better is better, you don't gotta hate. You could just ask, yo, I'm just trying to get like you, man, and then find out how.
Somebody walked up to me in the gym, and if I was jacked and they asked me, I'd tell them. I'd be like, "Yeah, this is what you do."
Exactly.
I
Actually, that
appreciate you speaking to me. You
that
know.
actually reminds me of something like a Hassan story. I love this dude. He even told me like during COVID, his manager asked him because he was such a hater. He couldn't ask him, "Yo, how'd you get so jacked during COVID? Aren't the gyms closed?" He
Mhm.
he asked him like this side backhanded question like, "Yo, is your gym still open?" And it confused him because it was like, wait, why would you ask me that? And then he realized, oh, it's because of the gains I was making. Because
Yeah.
that dude is a freak athlete. I'm not gonna lie. So instead of asking, yo, what did you do during quarantine to get more jacked? He asked a backhanded question like, oh, is your gym still open? Like it just sounds hateful in itself. It's like, bro, you could have at least asked like how I did it. Nothing
Mhm.
like that. Nah, you had to hate, right? So it's things like that, man. Like even
I
simple
mean,
as that.
tone matters too, because if it was just like, "Oh man, wait, was the gym still open? Like, is that why you are so?"
Well, yeah,
Like
it's context and all that stuff.
yeah, context matters. Like if somebody just walked up to me and said it normally, like I wouldn't get angry at it. I'd be like, "Oh no, man, I did it at home." And then if the guy was like, "Oh wait, really?
Oh
Damn,
yeah,
like
I
how'd
mean
you
like
do
yeah,
that?"
but that it
Oh,
wasn't like that. It wasn't. It was hateful things. It's
well,
little things like that too. It's
like
little like hate isn't
passive aggressive things he
yeah.
did.
Like
Right.
it's little things. Usually that's really where hate resides in the small. Like what it says, the devil is in the detail. So
Yeah,
the smaller it is, the bigger the devil. So it's just
yeah,
things like that. It's small, but it's like, damn, you could have just asked me straight up how I did it. Damn well that gym is closed. Like,
yeah.
so yeah, it's just things like that, man. People won't even compliment you. That's what I was trying to get at. Won't even compliment you and say, yo, your shoulders are wide. Like you look like you can like if I hit like you look like a brick wall. Nah, people can't say that, man. They can't. It's extremely weird, man. But
Yeah.
all I've done my life is uplift everybody, and I've got a millionaire squad in the making. It's over. I don't care, nah. But
I mean, I think joking, as long as you don't mean harm, is okay. You know
well,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
that's more of a nuanced thing. But if it's just, you know, still, I mean, even when joking, like you shouldn't even be joking like that. Like, hey, how is your gym still open? You goddamn,
oh
I
no, I'm
can't
not
even like
talking. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
what
like different type of joking.
which one?
Like something a little like teasing, like, oh well, but then right afterwards you just say, I'm just joking, man. Good.
I mean, even in that self, it's like you still shouldn't do that. To be honest, at least for me,
All right.
you can't say, hey, you're ugly, and then say, hey, I was just joking. I mean,
Oh
some
no,
people
I
can.
didn't mean that.
Well, then you got to give me an example, bro.
I don't know how to example it. Like a little tiny little thing. Like if I just got jacked out of nowhere, and somebody, just said to me, you hitting the juice, bro," and then they said it right afterwards, I'm just joking, man. How'd you do it though?
Oh yeah, that's not even hateful. That's just like that. Like I joke like that. It's like if I saw if you just randomly got super jacked like a goddamn football player, it'd be like, damn, bro, you've been trading with like in the jungle, man. You've been with Wolverine. Like it's just how you do that. It's just
Yeah,
you know, it's like people don't want to even improve. Like if I see somebody doing something positive, I can't even hate on it because I want to know how you did it. You
yeah,
know, if someone's telling me that, like, if you just sit down and listen instead of hating, just like, just belittle the person. If you
yeah.
just sit down and listen, the amount of information you can get from other people, even regular people that are just doing things, like, you can get information from like just anything, man. If you just stay interested. But no, you want to be hating, like if, like even this dude came up to me. I was at work, like outside, and like he's just I looked at my phone. Who came up to me and well, he walked past me saying, "Yo, you better be checking the stock market." And he being, instead of hating, "Oh, this is just another he's a fake ass money maker." Nah, I asked him what was going on. What is he talking about? Dude showed me Robinhood, and you know what money he was making?
Come on.
He was in AMC before everything blew up. He was
Oh,
in AMC, bro. And
Jesus.
he put me onto that. He told me what a short squeeze was before everybody else, like Reddit blew it up. Like he was one of the first people I think to know about it blowing up. I don't think he was in a Reddit or whatever, but he straight up told. So imagine the information you could get from a bunch of people like that. I mean, of course, not everyone, has the experience and wisdom, but hey, man, if you're 40, you should know a little something. Even if you're, low IQ, you should know something. You should have a little bit of wisdom. A broken clock is, something every day, like right every. So there's always information out there, but you want to be a hater. You want to hate on a person. You want to devalue a person so you could devalue yourself. You're weird. You're broken. And I'm hating right now. I should stop. Yeah.
Just all we're gonna say is just stop, because maybe if you stop, maybe maybe you'll be that person you're hating on.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, like even then, like a lot of people, it's the mindset. Like literally, hating is the reason you're not on that level.
Yeah.
First reaction, instead of asking, "Yo, how'd you do it?" You hate. That's why you're in the G League and not the NBA. But that's another topic.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I think we said everything. I think, right? I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna go on else, but we went in a slightly different direction. It's nuanced.
yeah,
We didn't go into everything. We just went the successful route. Like, if you become successful, or try to gain any type of success, people will hate. Even a little accomplishment. We could have
yeah,
gone into just overall relationships, from just friendships and stuff like that. People will hate on you just for being you. Just having something they don't, whether it's confidence and stuff like that. That's a whole nother topic. I can't even show it right now, man. We not getting paid for this, man. Y'all gotta stop paying before we start talking about this. This is, y'all gotta start paying, bro. We got money, man. Nah. Well, yeah, I think we, like, the successful part of it, man. We I think we touch almost everything there, man. This
yeah.
is invaluable information. You can't measure this, man, because people don't know this, man. That's why you're down bad. You're down terrible. Well, not specifically the
But
viewer.
it
I'm not
doesn't.
talking about you, but
But everybody out there who is down terrible, look, man, you're not there forever. You can get out. Okay.
well, yeah, of course, but don't devalue yourself. That's really it. Don't hate on yourself. Don't hate on other people. You will crawl out of any hole that you're in, baby. I don't care. You know, I don't care where you're at, man. If you're at rock bottom like SpongeBob, if SpongeBob just started hating, he would stay there. I'm not gonna lie. Start hating on the people that he was asking help for. Nah, he would have been stuck there.
Actually, SpongeBob, I watched a video of somebody calculating his net worth, and he's apparently a millionaire, SpongeBob.
And he's the most joyful person, bro. You
Yeah.
see, it connects. It connects. Not
Or like,
SpongeBob is the most joyful person in the Bikini Bottom. A millionaire. Listen, man. It all adds up. I'm telling you.
yeah. Yeah, it's people. Stop hating, people. Stop hating.
Word.
Just get to it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I think that's it, right, Imani? That's it.
Yep, that's it. We can end it here. Stop hating. Swear
Yeah.
to God.
Stop hating, people. Stop hating.
Hmm.
But let's come on, everybody. Let's choose love instead of hate. Come on.
Exactly, man.
Let's lift each other up. Come on. There's too
Exactly.
much bull BS in the world. Let's just
Start with your friends. Once you
let's
uplift your friends, bro, I swear to God, it's over.
let's just shovel that bull poop up and throw it out.
Exactly.
Make a better world for all of us.
Exactly.
But with that, ladies and gentlemen, this was the Raw Goats podcast. People,
Never hating.
be enlightened and stay. I messed it up. Look at that.
Become
People,
enlightened. Stay enlightened. Wait.
people, be enlightened, stay enlightened, and yeah, that's it. All right, people. See ya.